Hello you guys, it's Shainamarie again. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a series of hamstring stretches to loosen up those three very important hamstring muscles in the back of your thighs. So tight hamstrings can be caused by a number of things. Mainly it is from sitting too much, poor posture, or some type of repetitive movement that is really getting them nice and tight. Having tight hamstrings can really cause a lot of issues, especially with tightening up your hip flexors. It can also contribute to back pain, future injuries, and just a lot of not so great things that we want to try and avoid. So we're going to loosen them up today. These stretches are all yoga based, and it will be a little bit like a flow, but we're just going to be doing hamstring stretches. So it should be quick, and really try to incorporate this type of stretch in your daily routine if you can. These should only take you about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes a day, and it's really important to keep your legs nice and loose, even your hip flexors, and just this whole area is so beneficial to keep nice and stretched out. Okay, but we're going to get started right away. On our backs, you will need some type of strap or maybe a t-shirt for our first exercise. So if you want to pause and run and go get that. I'm going to be using a strap, but there's so many things you can modify with. Let's begin by laying all the way down onto our backs. Bring your legs out straight for a moment and just take your strap or t-shirt in your left hand. Drag your left knee into your chest and place that strap around the ball of your left foot. So right up on that ball of the foot. Place the strap in your left hand and stretch your heel up towards the ceiling, spreading your toes and reaching them towards your face. Feel your back press into the ground and just lightly pull that leg even more towards you. Have a slight bend to your knee. There's no need to lock it here. And just keep putting a little bit of pressure by pulling that foot in. Keep spreading your toes and reaching your heel. You should feel this all the way up. Deep breaths, maybe pull a little deeper, stretch that heel up. And slowly place that leg down, releasing the strap. Drag your right leg into your chest. Place the strap around the ball of your right foot. Stretch that heel up. Stretching the heel is going to activate these back of thigh hamstrings here. So, placing strap in your right hand. Spread your toes, reach it towards your face. You should feel this in your calf as well. I know my calves needed some stretching today. Dig your heel towards the ceiling and just a light pull of that foot in. Take a few breaths here, maybe deepening with the exhales. And slowly releasing your strap. You can place it off to the side. We won't need it for now. Hug your knees into your chest and just rock your way up to a tabletop pose, hands and knees. You can spread your hands apart, curl your toes under, and take your hips up and back to a downward facing dog position. Pushing the ground away, bring a soft bend to your knees here and just feel your heels start to reach towards the floor. So as you reach your heels, you're straightening those legs up. Maybe taking a cycle to the legs, just feeling where your hamstrings are today. These are really, really great for just assessing and taking a little bit of a stretch to the hamstrings. Keep digging those heels down. Take a few more breaths, just rocking out those heels. And slowly come back to a downward facing dog position. Breathe in, lift your left leg up. Exhaling, step your foot forward. Lower your back knee. Keep your fingertips to the earth and bring that foot a little bit further forward. Take your weight back, straightening that front leg. Spread your toes and come to the heel of that leg. Now I want you to look at your right knee. Make sure that your hips are right over that knee. I don't want to see it really far back. I don't want to see it really far forward. We want those hips to be right above the knee. So spread your left toes and just pull that hip backward. So you're really digging into that heel and spreading your toes heavily towards your face. Squeeze your inner thighs and keep energetically dragging that heel back. Think heart forward and lengthen your spine forward. You can fold over a little bit, deepening the stretch. Take a few more breaths. And exhaling, plant your hands, pull that foot in, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhaling, step it forward. Lower your back knee. Remember, hips over the knee. Stretching that right leg out long as much as you need to, and then lengthening the whole leg. Spread your toes, reach your heel towards your face, and think long, long spine as you squeeze your inner thighs, energetically pulling on that right leg back. You can fold over the leg a little bit, deepening that stretch. Take a few breaths here. And exhaling, plant your hands. Step back to a downward facing dog position. Walk your feet to your hands and fold forward at the top of your mat. Cross your left ankle over your right, so your left foot is on the right side of your right foot. Your legs are crossed. Reach your heart forward and just lightly fold at those hip creases. Dropping your neck. So this is a little variation of a forward fold. We're just really getting into the back of your hamstring here, or the back of your leg here. My apologies. Maybe take those fingertips back if you need a little bit of deeper stretch. Let your head hang. Keep folding at those hip creases. And slowly lift your chest up. Cross right ankle over the left. And just fold lightly forward. A soft bend to the knees. They don't need to be locked. They shouldn't be locked. Let your head hang and let your chest fall down. You can walk the fingertips back, maybe deepening that stretch. Make sure your hips are coming forward, not being pushed back. And slowly lifting your chest back up. Reach that heart forward. Uncross the legs, bring your feet about hip distance apart, and just fold lightly forward. A soft bend to the knees. Bring your peace fingers to your big toes. Take your elbows out to the sides and fold your chest in, lightly pulling on those toes. Inhale, lift your heart up, lengthen your spine. Dig into your heels. And again, exhale, let your elbows splay out, soft bend to your knees as you fold forward. I like to take a bend to the knees and then straighten after I fold, right? Because then you're not pulling anything, you're doing as much as you can in that forward fold that you're already in. And one more time, inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, fold in, digging those elbows outward, drop your neck, let it hang. Keep thinking long, long spine and hips up towards the ceiling. And inhale, lift up, lengthen. Exhaling, plant your hands, step back to a plank, and we're meeting back in downward facing dog. Inhale, stretch your left leg back. Exhaling, step forward. This time, staying on the ball of that back foot. For a moment, lift your chest up and just feel yourself in this high lunge. So dig into that front knee. If you need a little support here, maybe you have blocks or an elevated surface to place your fingertips on. Otherwise, straighten your front leg. Same thing as we did in those half splits. Try to take your toes up towards your face. Maybe that back heel comes all the way to the earth. Squeeze your inner thighs and reach your heart forward. Keep digging energetically that left thigh bone back, so you're scissoring up the legs and maybe taking a little fold in. Again, this takes a lot of flexibility to really fold in, so if you have blocks that you want to put your hands on outside of your foot, feel free. Take a few more breaths here, pulling that hip back. And exhaling, soft bend to your knee. Plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg back. Exhale, hug the knee in, step forward. For a moment, lift your heart up, feel that high lunge. Squeeze up your inner thighs and dig your feet into the ground. Remembering your modifications here, bring your fingertips to earth, straighten your front leg. Pull that right thigh bone back, squeeze up your inner thighs, maybe taking that back heel towards your mat. Spread your toes, reach them towards your face. Squeeze your inner thighs and lengthen your heart forward. Maybe folding into it a little. Keep pulling that right thigh bone back. Ooh, this feels good. Exhaling, soft bend to the knee. Plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Slowly walk yourself forward all the way to your seat. We have two last little stretches here. Coming to your mat, bring your legs out wide. So this is going to get more of the inside of the thighs, but we're also going to get these muscles right here, which are part of your hamstrings. So taking your feet out wide, breathe in, lift your fingertips towards the sky. On your exhale, fold over your right thigh. Keep reaching your chest forward. Maybe a little pull of the fingertips on the earth. Couple more breaths. Loosen that inner thigh. And inhale back up through center. Exhale, fold over your left leg. So you're really folding at your hip creases and then letting your head drop. We shouldn't be folding from our shoulders. Take a few breaths, soften your leg, let it relax, release any grip. And slowly coming back through center, just take a nice fold forward. Wide-legged forward fold, folding at your hip creases and then dropping your neck towards the ground. Let gravity pull you down, maybe taking a little pull of the fingertips to drag your chest further towards the earth. And slowly bring your chest back up. We're going to take one last stretch today. Bring your feet straight out in front of you. Scoop your flesh out from underneath your sit bones so that you're sitting more into your sit bones. Lift your spine up tall. And just feel your hip creases here. Fold over them. And then let your head drop last. Crawl your fingertips forward. Soften your inner thighs and feel that stretch. Drop your neck, let it hang. For those of you that have very tight hamstrings, it helps to sit up on a pillow or a blanket for these, just putting it right underneath your sit bones. So if you're feeling like you're far away from the ground right now with your chest, that may help you. Let your head drop, take a couple more breaths. And slowly bring your chest back up, coming all the way back to a seat. All right, that's it. Those are our hamstring stretches for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed these. They loosened you up a little bit. Again, it's really, really important to put these into a daily practice, if not every other day practice. Having tight hamstrings can cause so many issues all around, so make sure that you're really caring for that part of your body. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I will see you for the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to see more videos like this, I also have HIIT videos, full yoga flows, and a lot of amazing stuff coming. So please check it out. I will see you next time.